and welcome to another episode of my Ultimate Decades Challenge Let's Play. The year is now 1305, but before we get to gameplay, I just wanted to start off by saying a massive thank you to everyone who liked, commented, and subscribed. I really appreciate it. It has been so much fun sharing my gameplay with you guys. If you've noticed some things that were mentioned in the comments that I haven't implemented in my videos yet, it's not because I've forgotten. It's just that my videos are pre-recorded about 2 or 3 weeks in advance. I have an infant at home, so I try to record as much as I can when I have the opportunity, and then I edit the videos later. So that's why you might see a bit of a delay between what the comments are saying and what you see in the videos. The other thing I wanted to mention is that I made some minor modifications to the death rolls. I won't go too much into detail, but the gist of it is that I reduced how many numbers result in death for ages young adult and older. This is based on a bit of research I did that showed that if someone made it to adulthood, they had a fair chance of making it to about 50 or 55 years old. So the biggest risk was teen and younger, so I didn't change those ones. The original rules had a max age of 50, so I've increased that to 70 with the difficulty getting higher as they get older. So we should have very few Sims getting that far, but I thought it would be more interesting to have it at least be a possibility. From what I've seen, the average life expectancy from birth in the 1300s was about 20 to 22 years old, and right now we're at about 18. So we're not too far off, but these changes should make our average a bit more realistic. I'll keep tweaking this as I go, so if I see our average gets too high, then I'll add some more numbers. We don't want to make it too easy, of course.
All right, so now that all of that is out of the way, it is time to do a death roll. I don't know if she can feel what's coming, or if she's just as depressed as I am about the laundry, but Rosemary does not look happy this morning. Per my revised rolls, we want to avoid only a 2 and a 6, so she has a fairly good chance of surviving. Now, I probably shouldn't say that because Gemma only had 1 chance out of 20, and she still died. So let's hope things will go better for Rosemary. Here we go. 20. I am happy to say that Rosemary makes it to young adult unscathed. Now that we're sure that Rosemary is going to be surviving, let's celebrate with a little woohoo. I hate that the confessed cheating is haunting me. I think we're going to have a little woohoo and then we're going to go for the confession because I cannot live with it haunting me this way. I love how Frederick is surrounded by infants and toddlers. There's a thunderstorm going on and Shannon's just here chilling. You are going to get hit by lightning. Please go inside. What are you guys doing? Whoa! No. You guys go back inside. Why, if you're scared of the thunderstorm, why are you outside? Oh, maybe he was going to the outhouse. Oh, that's unfortunate. You have to go out into the storm to be able to go to the outhouse. Maybe I should get them a chamber pot. Okay, so because there's a storm, I guess we're all stuck inside. I was watching a documentary the other day that was explaining how second stories became more accessible to everyone because of chimneys, and how fireplaces originally were in the middle of the room and everything was really smoky all the time until they came up with chimneys that moved fireplaces to the side of the house, and then they could also have fireplaces on several stories. So that was a really interesting documentary. It was, I think, Killers of the Tudor Home. It was very interesting. I was actually looking it up because I wanted to know what killed people back in those days to, I guess, get a bit of inspiration. But that was a really interesting point about fireplaces being in the middle of the room. I did know that, but I guess I'm just so used to putting the stove next to the wall that this is what I did here. But if we get a bit more money soon, I'm thinking I'm going to renovate the house to get another fireplace in the center of the room and get rid of the walls and maybe set up the rooms a bit differently. For gameplay purposes, I'm not going to get rid of all the walls because we need to isolate babies so that they don't wake up the whole house. But I'm going to come up with something once we have a bit more money for renovations, because I also feel like Wendell and Shanna should maybe have their own little cottage, maybe a bit further on the lot, because we have a lot of space that's not being used. So if we start getting money, because why are you outside again? Go inside. Oh, he loves water. Is he the one who loves water? Yeah, he's the one who loves water. So he's afraid of the thunderstorm, but he wants to be outside because of the water. That's so cute, but also scary. Why are you guys? Oh, the outhouse. Okay. So yeah, so if I get a bit more money, I'm gonna do a renovation, build a little cottage for Shanna and Wendell, and also move around the furniture in our main house here. I have lots of plans with very few funds, but we'll see what we can manage to do. Do you want to hang out tonight? I'm not sure the weather is great, Stuart. Maybe another day. Stuart, by the way, is the widower of Frederick's sister Gemma, who passed away in childbirth. I had him remarry off screen. I think we're going to go visit him eventually just to see what he's up to and to stay friends with him. We're going to be aging him up alongside the main household, even though I won't be doing roles for him because I don't want to manage too many households at once. We already have 9 Sims in our main household and we have the Baker side household, so I'm not going to manage him too much. But I'd like to see what he's up to, and maybe his children are going to be friends with ours someday. This is Frederick, the little monster. Yeah, he's the fussy toddler. At least he's a heavy sleeper. Oh, he's a little singer as well. I'm gonna try and get to know them a bit more. I know in the last episode, it was a lot of gameplay and just trying to manage all these Sims, and it was very chaotic. So I'm gonna try and zoom in a bit more and I guess trust them to take care of their needs themselves. I want to try and get to know them, especially before they start aging up to teens. And we're gonna. Why is everybody outside again? I know there's nothing exciting to do inside, but going out might get you killed. This is Noah. Okay. Noah is going to be aging up to a toddler in 2 days, so we're going to have his role to do as well. And the other role that we have to do this year is Amie, who will also be aging up to a toddler, hopefully, if she survives. Aww. I think Frederick really has taken a liking to Frederick Jr. or Frederick the Younger here. They seem to be playing together a lot. Why is there a puddle here? Suspicious puddle next to the cubes. Oh, what's that? Is it the plague? Scratchy from illness. Okay, well, you just survived your birthday role into a young adult. I don't really want to go and do another role. It feels like I'm kind of tempting fate if I do that. But at the same time, I feel like it would be fairer to do a role when Sims are sick. Now, I hope it isn't contagious and then everybody in the household is going to be sick and I'm going to have to roll for everyone because the bubonic plague has not hit yet and I'm not ready to do those roles. But why not? I'm feeling confident today. Let's do a roll to see if Rosemary has a serious illness or not. I am going to use the traditional one is a critical miss. So if Sims are mauled by bears or fall sick, I am going to roll a d20, and if anyone gets a 1, they pass away. 16. Rosemary is fine. Told you I was feeling confident. That means we're probably going to have other deaths today. All right, Rosemary, you can go put your baby to bed, and then you're going to come take a glass of water to try and get rid of your mysterious illness before everybody else gets it. Frederick and Shanna are out here again. At this point, they want to get struck by lightning. Stephanie is really cute. She's always going to play with the other infants. She also has the loves books quirk. Of course, they're peasants. They can't actually read. But I was thinking we just say that she likes to be told stories. So instead of asking people to read books to her, I think she's going to ask them to tell her stories. Oh, and she also has the picky eater quirk, which is unfortunate because as peasants, you don't really have a lot of options here. Okay. The time is now, Rosemary. It is time. Wait, where are you going? No, come back. The time has come. You are going to confess cheating. You have to. Oop, he's not taking it very well. Oh, jealous trait. Well, I don't even know who she flirted with all those years ago. I think she may have flirted with one of his sisters, autonomously, of course. We'll just say she was in a funny mood that day, and she thought it was appropriate to flirt with his sister in front of him. Is it realistic for him to become jealous after that? She is a loyal sim, so he should trust her. But since the game is offering it, I'm just going to go with the flow and say yes. And now he has a new sentiment. Rosemary woohooed with another? No, she never woohooed with anyone. She just flirted. Betrayed by cheating. But she didn't woohoo with anyone else. I'm a bit confused by this. Oh, and she's still a teen. Right, I have to age her up. We don't have enough ingredients to make a cake. So I'm going to go ahead and age her up in Cass once I've made sure that she doesn't have acne. Yeah, she's fine. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and age her up in Cass, and I'm also going to age down and age back up Frederick and Brayden to get rid of all of their quirks. So I will be right back. We are back, and I am happy to say that Brayden and Frederick no longer have little stinky butts. I also gave Wendell and Rosemary very small makeovers. Wendell has graying hair now, and Rosemary now looks a bit more her age with her hair done up. I know the hat is not necessarily very peasant-like, but I didn't have many to choose from, and I thought this one looked nice, so we're going to go with that. Broken trust from confessing to cheating for 3 days. I hate this so much. I've seen pretty much everyone else who's doing the Ultimate Decades Challenge using the pregnancy test. I do think that in those days they had ways of knowing if they were pregnant. Oh, Shanna is pregnant. Okay, well, at least we'll have one more baby. Yeah, so I know they did have ways to know in those days if they were pregnant. And the other thing is that every day is 3 months. So after about a month or two, you kind of know if you're pregnant. So I don't feel too bad about using the pregnancy test. So it's 9 p.m. and the storm is still going strong out there. I'm going to have everybody head to bed because I can't really do much in this weather. We're going to see if tomorrow everything is going to clear up and they'll be able to actually work on the farm and take care of the animals. Right, I did forget to mention that Rosemary aged up with the animal enthusiast trait, which is good because she's going to be able to care for the animals. Oh, Stephanie, just playing with the angry ghost of her grandmother. Oh, Cecilia gave birth to a baby boy. Great. Riker Baker. No, that's kind of a mouthful. Lincoln Baker, Leon Baker, Lionel? Lionel Baker? Okay, we'll go with Lionel. I am just going to have these guys have a bit of breakfast and send him out to work on the farm now that the storm has ended, because we have a lot of weeding to do and we have to spray for bugs. There's just a lot of work that needs to get done at the moment. I'm also going to send our pregnant Shanna to take care of the chickens. What is this? Oh, I got a message saying that he was a messy eater. Is it him? Yeah, Frederick is a messy eater. There is food everywhere. We need a dog to come eat this. Oh my. Okay, well, Shanna is a neat sim, so she is going to come start throwing all of this away. All right, I also installed a new mod. Behold, our compost bucket. I got this mod from RVSN, and it's going to allow us to use our table scraps and other organic trash to make fertilizer for our farm. Oh, it actually works really well. The trash just disappears instantly, so it's going to save us time too. It looks pretty full already. Retrieve compost. Okay, let's try it. I'm not sure that's how you normally retrieve compost, but okay. And it gave us hassle-free fertilizer. Was built for the busy crop gardener who just needs more time. This formula is scientifically guaranteed to stop weed growth and keep bugs away. Simply sprinkle this fertilizer over your crops once every few days and remember to water your plants. Okay, that's cool. Oh, he's just finished weeding and now he needs to weed again. No attention left. Braden's caregivers are so busy with his siblings, it feels like there's no attention left for him. That's so sad. Poor Braden. He's the inquisitive one, isn't he? Yeah. And he hates bedtime. And he hates wake up time. He hates everything that has to do with a bed. He's tired. Okay, so since he feels a bit abandoned, I'm going to have Frederick come and read him a little story. Well, tell him a little story so that he doesn't feel quite as left out. And since it's a new day, I'm also going to have Frederick and Rosemary have a little woohoo to try and have another pregnancy. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, maybe a woohoo isn't really realistic since she cheated on him, but she didn't really cheat on him. That's the thing. Like, she had a little flirtatious interaction with one of his sisters. That was it. I think I'm just going to remove this because it's not true. There, it's gone. And I'm also going to remove this. There. She's entertaining her little brother. I love how many autonomous interactions there are between the toddlers, the infants, and hopefully the children too. She's going to be aging up in a few days. So I hope she's going to have a lot of interactions with her little siblings. Stephanie so far has been a charm. Compared to her two little brothers, especially Frederick, who hasn't been all that great, Stephanie is just super sweet and always taking care of her little brothers. Oh, new milestone. First word. Nobody can quite agree on which was said first, but make no mistake, Amie has just started to speak her first words. Oh, wait. Yeah, this is Noah. Oh, Noah sat up. Okay. Right. And I wanted to do a pregnancy test for her. Let's see. Oh, they're so sweet. Did she manage to actually clean the laundry? Nope. Rosemary's not pregnant. I wonder if she's not getting pregnant because we already have 9 Sims in the household. I mean, I have MCC, so that shouldn't be an issue, but I kind of want to just try for baby, which has a 100% chance of success to see if it'll work. All right, I'll give it another day. Tomorrow, I'll let them have another regular woohoo, and if she's still not pregnant, then I think I'm gonna do a try for baby just to see if the 9 Sim household might be messing things up. Oh, there he is playing with his little son again. Brayden, there you go, Brayden. See, you're not being left out. Fight a ghost. Fear of ghosts. Right, she saw Elena's ghost this night. She was cleaning up, and then Elena showed up and haunted the potty. And now she wants to face a ghost. Which kind of makes sense. I guess she wants to face the ghost of Wendell's first wife. So maybe tonight we'll see if Elena comes back. We'll try it. Okay, so everything seems pretty under control. The farm is going well. Oh, the well is broken. Our chickens are living their best life. Do we have any eggs? Okay, we're going to collect eggs, maybe see if we have some that are hatchable, and then we are going to go see the Baker household. We are now in the Baker household, and we will be doing the baby and infant role for baby Lionel, and we will also be doing the roll for Cecilia, who has just given birth. I'm going to start with the roll for Cecilia. 3. Okay, she survives and just barely. Now we're going to do the baby roll first for Lionel. He survives. All right, and now for the infant roll. 17 is good. Awesome. Okay, so I am going to age him up right away, give him a little makeover, and I will see you right after. Here is baby Lionel after his little makeover. He has his father's hair and eyes. So far, all of the babies are looking like their father. She has her mother's eyes, but she has her dad's hair and freckles. All right, so I'm going to go back to our main household. All right, so we are back at the Barrow House, and we have little baby Frederick here who is feeling outshined by his infant sibling because he's been doing it for years. And Noah just learned how to babble. What are you wearing? I've been having Frederick work a bit more on his woodworking. As you can see, we don't have much money yet, but I think he's now doing a table that should earn us a fair bit of money. I'm going to have him keep working on the woodworking since he is a maker sim and he enjoys it. And I think so far that's our best income apart from searching pockets. And he made a poor quality dining table that is only worth the same amount that we put in. Oh, wow. Oh, that is ugly. Okay, Frederick, it is time to try again. I am going to have Shanna cook for everybody. While she is doing that, I am going to put down Noah here, and I am going to have Rosemary go and collect some of the prairie grass that we have over here. Eventually, I do want to buy a horse, but I think I can find some goodies in the grass, so I'm going to send her to go look for that. Oh. Oh no. The laundry is really a nightmare. Oh, and this is stinky. Oh, she found a carrot. Oh, that's great. Okay. Yeah, I think the prairie grass is going to come in handy. Oh, we can sell the hay. I mean, it's not worth much, but it's better than nothing. And at least until we get horses. Oh, and she found strawberry nectar. 120 simoleons? Okay, now we're talking. I think we can actually age this. Yeah, not yet aged, and there's 4 left. I don't have enough money to buy a rack, I don't think. I don't know if it's going to age if I leave it in her inventory, but I'm kind of afraid if I put it somewhere, they're going to drink it. So I'm going to leave it here for now. I'm only going to sell this quill fruit that I'm not sure what it is. Frederick managed to make a good dining table, so we are also going to sell this, and we now have 600 simoleons, so not bad. I'm also going to take the bassinet back out of our inventory since we have Shanna, who is now pregnant. It's getting pretty late, so I've started putting all of the children to bed, and I will be seeing you in the morning or possibly at night if we have a little visit from Elena. Shanna wants to fight a ghost, so if Elena shows up, then we might have a go at that. It is now the morning, and we did not have any nightly ghostly visitors. Everybody is still sleeping. I'm going to have them wake up slowly to start the day. I might have them get their chores done, and then I think I might go and explore some of the community lots that I've placed. We are here in a park in the heart of Windenburg. Oh, and we have the king and the tax collector who are here. I've taken Shanna and Rosemary to go do a bit of shopping since we have a little bit of money. I found this park on the gallery under the medieval hashtag. I'm not sure who the creator is because I didn't save it to my gallery before placing it, but if I do find who the original creator was, I'm going to go and put it down in the description. You will notice that Rosemary is actually pregnant. Before I left for the community lot, I had her and Frederick have a little woohoo since it was a new day, and she did manage to get pregnant. I didn't even have to use a try for a baby. I just did a regular woohoo, so there's no bug. It was just taking a lot of time. No, we're not going to a festival. So I was hoping there would be someone manning the market stalls, but I have to hire them. And we're kind of strapped for cash. So I am going to hire them, and then I'm just going to cheat our funds back up because we shouldn't have to pay for vendors to come by. All right, so we do have vendors here now. I am going to have Rosemary come and buy some ingredients. I'm just going to buy a little bit of milk so that we can do some porridge and some butter. Okay, and we still have 300 simoleons, which isn't bad at all. I think I'm going to have Shanna come and make a wish because with her baby coming, I think she might wish for some simoleons so that she and Wendell can maybe have a little cabin of their own. I did think about moving them out. Oh, did it work? It worked. 21,000 simoleons? Wait, what? Oh my. Shanna. I what what are we going to do with all this money? Okay, well that's going to solve a lot of problems. Um wow, okay. So the difficulty just went way down. We're going to be able to either move them into their own lot. I'm not sure how long Shanna has to live since she might die in childbirth or she might die when we do her adult roles. So I might still keep them in the main household for now, even if it's a bit chaotic, just so that if she does die, then we're going to have to adopt the kids because we know Wendell is going to die in a few years. Well, I could always move them back in, of course. We do have 20,000 simoleons, so we could easily get another lot for Wendell and Shanna. But, considering that the Lord might not want to lease out his land to an aging couple that may not be able to take care of the land for very long, maybe they're better off staying on the same land as the Barrow household. And we're just going to upgrade our lot. We're going to add an extra cabin for them. We can probably start buying cows, more hens. There's there's quite a bit that we can do with this much money. That's wow. I feel like we should give some back. Make an offering. 5,000. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give an offering. Let's go for 1,000 just to thank the well god for giving us is satisfied and is now more amenable to granting wishes. Okay, and I just noticed that we can actually wish for a child. I've actually never used this well. I've had it forever, and I have never used it in any of my sim games because I was so afraid. Oh, apparently there's an invisible picnic table here. So we can wish for a child. So if I do have a family that's having difficulty to have children, I might bring them back to wish for a child here. Okay, so we have our milk and we have 20,000 simoleons. So we're going to head on back home. It is the end of the day. Rosemary and Shanna are back, and I am just going to have them come and tell the good news to Frederick and Wendell. Share big news. I know this is supposed to be the baby, but we also somehow found 20,000 simoleons while we were out at the market. We're gonna stay with the story that Shanna made a wish at a magical well, thinking, she might get 100 or 1,000 simoleons, and somehow simoleons just started pouring out of the well. Out, wait, what? Outshined by his sibling? Uh, Cecilia? She's not here. But okay, we'll see if her big news cheers him up. I was so afraid that he was sad because she cheated on him or something. Wait for it. All right. Okay, and he's happy now. He's happy to have a baby, and He is probably happy that we are now stinking rich. Why is this bowl suspended in midair? It will not solve the issue that this house is filthy, but maybe we can make it slightly bigger. We'll be able to have more rooms so that the children are going to have more space to play, more toys, and I will add a barn and a little cabin for Wendell and for Shanna. I'm not going to do that on screen because it might take me a while. I'm going to do that a bit later. Right now, I think they're just going to celebrate their incredible good luck. That reminds me, I said there were no rolls today, but I was actually confused because time is going by so fast. I thought we were still Sunday, but on Monday, which is today, we actually have the roll for baby Noah, who is right here, who will be aging up into a toddler. So let's do that roll right away and hope that our 20,000 simoleons were not compensation for the bad luck that I'm about to have. To age up to a toddler, Noah has to roll anything but a 4, 8, or 12. Here it goes. 20, so he does survive. Amazing. I can't believe how lucky the Barrow household is. I added some more information on my Excel sheet, and it actually turns out that life expectancy at the moment is 13 years old, and only 43% of Sims have survived past the age of 5, which is actually all our current adult Sims because none of the children have gotten to 5 years old yet, which makes sense because we're in 1305 right now. But it's still a pretty low rate. I've seen some Let's Players actually add numbers to the baby rolls, and those guys are absolute mad lads because I don't think we would survive. Maybe it's just me who's really unlucky with the dice rolls, which is very possible because I do have a history of that. But so far, I am almost tempted to remove numbers. We're going to keep going like this, but if in like 1 or 2 generations I see that our life expectancy is still really low and like unrealistically low, especially once we have the famine and the war and the Black Plague, I think I'm going to give us a bit more chances of survival and edit the aging chart again. But for now, we are going to celebrate our win. I am going to age Noah up right away, not in cast so that he doesn't live with a poopy diaper for the rest of his life. I am going to age him up like this. Oh, why are you crying, baby boo? Oh, he's tired. It's okay. You're going to be a toddler soon, and you are going to be A-okay. And he fell asleep. Wendell really appreciated receiving such kind attention from Amie. Oh, Amie's his daughter. He likes affection. Of course you like affection from your daughter. Okay, here we go. Baby Noah aging up. Yay! Oh, the hair. He's a charmer. That's an interesting fashion choice, little guy. I am going to give him a quick little makeover and I will be right back. Here is baby Noah after his makeover. I thought the long hair was kind of cute, so I did give him hair that's a bit longer for a baby boy. I think it does fit. Oh, acquired the movement skill from dancing. I think it does fit with the times anyway, because what I saw online was that men tended to have hair that was about to their cheek or their chin. So I think this is cute, and he absolutely looks like a charmer. We are starting to have a lot of toddlers running around this house. Whoop. Oh, they're outside doing cards. I didn't even ask them to do this. I think the autonomy for toddlers got a lot better with the infant patch. Is that possible? And her clothes are dry. Today is a really good day. I feel like something bad is going to happen soon. The only rule that we have left for the year is going to be Amie, who is going to age up to a toddler as well. So hopefully that's going to go well. Shanna is sad because they are on different sides of pregnancy wishes. So Shanna's happy about the upcoming birth, but Wendell isn't. And she heard pregnancy complaints from Wendell. Yeah, does not want a child right now. I left him with that pregnancy wish because I think since he's a bit older, he only has 16 days before he ages up to elder. I think he's nervous that he won't be there to take care of his children, and he doesn't want to leave Shanna with her children all alone. Oh, she's crying herself to sleep. Meanwhile, Shanna is still pretty young. She's only going to be aging up to an adult in 1 year, which means she is still going to have her whole adult life stage, unless, of course, she passes away from childbirth or from her adult role. But assuming that she doesn't, she is still going to have quite a way to go before becoming an elder. Oh, and they are now middle class because of how much money they have. We'll see if that still holds after I spend it all. It's 12 p.m. now, so I'm gonna send everyone to bed. We'll see if ghostly Elena comes to pay them a visit tonight. Oh, Rosemary and Noah is strict. Every time they have an interaction, it asks me this. Do I want them to be strict? He's a charmer. I'm gonna say no this time because I think she might actually be more permissive with Noah. I'll look at what their dynamic is autonomously and I'll decide later. It's really good luck that we got all this money because we are running out of space to put all the baby beds. I can't believe they all have their mother's hair except Stephanie. That's really cute. No attention left. I swear all the babies are constantly sad because of their siblings. I feel like Brayden, especially, is often sad because of his brother, which is funny because Brayden is technically our heir. Okay, we're gonna put Brayden to bed. I'm gonna have her read him a little story so that he doesn't feel so left out. But yeah, Brayden is our heir because he's our firstborn son, and Frederick is second, but I feel like he's always feeling outshined by his little brother, even if he's our heir, which is pretty interesting as a dynamic. It is now Tuesday morning, and I am happy to report we had no issues paying our bills this time. I am going to have everybody get started on their chores. The first order of business for today is going to be to do the death roll for Amie aging up to a toddler. So let's go for it. She is sad about waking up. I hope that's the only thing that we're going to be sad about. Once again, she cannot roll a 4, an 8, or a 12. Let's go for it. Oh, I knew the good luck couldn't hold. Okay, well, Shanna's first baby is not going to make it to toddler. We only had 3 numbers that we couldn't roll, and we got it. Okay. That's really sad. And I'm really sad that we can't plead for them. I'm going to age her up anyways, and then I'm going to do the MC command to kill her. Oh. She was a top-notch infant, too. And she would have been a silly toddler. Oh, look at her hair. She's so cute. Oh, okay, let's go. By embarrassment? Okay, we're gonna go with embarrassment. I feel so bad. Oh. Yeah, sorry, but you have to put her down. There we go. Oh. Oh, wait. Okay, but then does this mean that we can plead? Oh, here's the Grim Reaper. He actually showed up this time. Okay, so you know what? I am gonna have her plead because death happens way too often. Okay, plead for Amie. Go, Mama. Make your case. Oh, stop crying and plead. Hurry, hurry, hurry. What are you doing? Come on. Somebody, please plead. Hello? Are you kidding me? Nobody's managing to plead. Oh, Frederick's going for it. Oh. Frederick's ardent appeal fell on Death's deaf ears. Oh, that's so sad. Okay, Shanna. I don't know why you weren't able to do it, but That's it. Amy's gone. She is going to join Elena and Gemma over here in our family graveyard. Okay, well, that's the sad end to the year. She's in her third trimester already, so I don't know how long it's going to be before she gives birth. She might give birth today, or she might give birth at the beginning of 1306. So I'm still going to play through the day, see what happens. And if she gives birth, hopefully. Oh, mourn Elena. Oh, they're all going to the graveyard to mourn now that they're sad. Wendell, who already wasn't very excited to have another baby, I think this is just going to make things worse because now he's reminded that his children have a pretty high chance of passing away. He already lost Gemma and now he lost Amie. So he's probably going to be very afraid for this next birth. Noah now has the quirk loves water, just like his older brother. So I'm probably going to be seeing him playing around here often. Maybe we can add a pond when I'm going to upgrade our lot here. I did see in that documentary I was talking about that drowning was a serious hazard. I mean, it's always a hazard, but I mean, it was a common cause of death because of how heavy clothing was and because of how easy it was to slip in and not be able to come back out, especially because there was so much stuff that needed to be done around water, like washing clothes and oh, this is her sister-in-law. Because of washing clothes and getting water and everything else. So yeah, so I'm thinking of adding a pond, but hopefully no one is going to drown if I do that. Okay, everybody is just incredibly sad. They keep crying. Can you play with the chicken? Here, go pet the chicken. Maybe you'll feel better. Oh, poor Stephanie. I have a feeling Stephanie is going to be a sim who's going to look forward to getting married and having children because she seems to really care for all of the younger children in the house. Here's Frederick surrounded by all of the toddlers again, including a stinky one. What else is new? This is awkward. He has to explain to them what death is and why it had to happen. Strict with Frederick and Frederick. No, I don't think he has a strict dynamic with Frederick. I think he's going to be permissive or close to Frederick because he seemed to be favoring him a bit earlier, so I'm not going to go for strict. I don't really think Frederick is the type to be strict. Let's go take a look at what his. He's an artist and a lover. Yeah, I feel like he's a pretty sweet sim. Now it's not a good time. We just had a death in the family. Sorry, Stuart. Oh, I was afraid they were all going to be sad now that their sibling is having attention. Mourning a pet? What pet? Did I lose a chicken? No, still have 3 chickens. Right, with all the extra money we have, I actually bought an extra chicken because I'm not getting any hatchable eggs, so I added another hen. I think I'm going to buy a second coop and just buy a bunch more hens and roosters so that we can have a secure money flow thanks to the animals. I'm also going to get a cow, some llamas, and maybe even a horse. But I already collected all of the prairie grass and sold it, which I shouldn't have done, but it's going to grow back, so we'll have hay another time. All right, so Cecilia's here and she just announced her pregnancy to her father. He looks surprised, but should I be more lenient because he has a strict dynamic? And he's tense because Shanna's pregnant. Okay, he doesn't really have any sentiments about her, but I mean moodlets, but they did gain a sentiment, so I guess it was a good conversation. I don't know how long it's going to take before she. Bye, Wendell. Before she gives birth. Hopefully, it's going to go well for her. Wendell, where are you going? Playing? What are you going to play in? A tiny little patch of ash here. And he found it and decided to play in it. Okay, so you are going to harvest this prairie grass, and then you're going to go throw that up. Rosemary wants to rub or scratch a horse's neck because she's an animal enthusiast. So definitely we're going to be buying a horse thanks to all the money that Shanna won. I'm just kind of worried that if I do upgrade the house and then add a stable and I'm going to add another cabin, then our bills are going to go way up and we might not have enough income to pay the new bills. So I'm going to have to be careful about that. Frederick gained a new sentiment with Noah. I'm just letting everybody sort of do their autonomous things to see what's going to happen, who has good relationships. Oh, they're constantly flirty, these two. Oh, I was just about to say that we're going to end the year here, but Shanna has just gone into labor while she was cooking. Okay, so I'm going to let her finish that, and then we are going to have the baby, and we are going to roll. Oh, poor her. It's going to be such a difficult labor. She's mourning her first baby. The house is filthy. She's hungry. So Wendell is having a bit of a panic. He didn't panic for the other births, but I think this one has him especially tense. And she had a baby girl. Gabriella. Okay, I like that. Gabriella Barrow. Okay, just one baby. All right, we are going to do the roll right away because I cannot wait to see what the result will be. I left the dice there again? Sorry guys, I'm having a really hard time remembering to remove the dice after I roll. So I'm gonna roll for Shanna first. 5. Okay, Shanna survives. And now for baby Gabriella. 8. Phew, okay, baby Gabriella survives. And just so that we already know if baby is going to be surviving, I am going to roll right away for infant. Yes, okay, so her second child survives into infancy. I'm really glad that we're going to be ending this episode on a high note because I felt really sad after we just lost baby Amie. But now we have baby Gabriella who is going to survive until infancy. So we are ending on a happy note. I am going to leave this part right here since tomorrow we will be starting 1306. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.